I want to ask you one last thing. I just want to know who your favorite boxers are. Obviously, this is a boxing pod. I want to know your favorite
Yeah.
boxers and your favorite fight. And your favorite fight can be anywhere from the boxing, the MMA. If you have a boxing fight specifically that some of the listeners might know, that's fine, but no stress. But your favorite boxer and your favorite fight in MMA or boxing.
Favorite boxers.
You
Ooh,
can pick me if you want. You don't have to, but
yeah, well, it just goes without saying, mate.
yeah.
Yeah. Um, so favorite boxers ever. Um, who do I like? Lomachenko definitely is in there.
Phenomenal
Um,
fight.
definitely one of my favorite guys that I've watched. I haven't seen like all of his fights, but I like Roberto Duran.
Mm.
Uh, yeah.
Let's talk about Lomachenko, man. Just very briefly. I mean, what like that guy is just, whew, like I've seen lots of people criticizing Lomachenko for taking the losses, but like, I mean, you will know because you are getting into the world of fighting now, but also like you just know how difficult it is to move in a specific way. That guy moves like no one else I've ever seen, at a rate, a speed in which no one else has ever seen under that kind of pressure.
It's what we were talking about as well. Like it's different. There are even in boxing, there is different ways to do it. And like seeing videos of him doing their dancing in Ukraine and like all that stuff that they were doing and developing the footwork and him and Usyk doing that. And it's like that's different, right? You're not seeing AJ dancing like that around, and their footwork's different, and things work for different people, and they get brought up in different ways and adapted to their style. But yeah, the way he moves, man, the way he can just be behind someone, he's touching them, boom, 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 switches, he's right in front of them, just tapping them, tapping them, tapping them. It made me have more of appreciation for speed, and angles.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh, the
speed
angles are
and
otherworldly. Yeah, I mean, he's what lots of the younger kids that are potentially criticizing or seeing Lomachenko now that he has lost to Teofimo Lopez, but what they don't know is just how much he influenced the boxing scene when he came about. I mean, I knew of him throughout his amateur career because I follow boxing like a complete and utter nerd. But like
yeah.
when he stepped onto like the world scene and people started seeing the viral videos, he was
Yeah.
putting off these tricks that just no one had seen consistently to that level, like swiping the gloves and the angles and like what he's been able to do and inspire so many people to try and develop that kind of style is just such a credit, man.
I think nowadays it absolutely is. I think nowadays everyone wants everything quick. That's the way of the world. Everyone wants to be a pro. They want to be successful. They want to make money. But you look back to like Lomachenko, it's like he had so many amateur fights. He competed in multiple Olympics, and he did so well in them. And it was like almost kind of like you watch it now. If you watch his journey and you
Oh
watch
yeah.
a load of those fights, you watch the Olympics that he competed in, you think, why is he competing in another Olympics 4 years later and he hasn't turned pro? Like, why is he doing that? And it also like that's the change of the times, but it shows why he's so good, why he's so amazing, why he's inspired so many people because he's still experimenting, he's still growing, he's still evolving his skills. Whereas he's not like holding them in like I'm a pro now, I need to start cracking guys. It's like actually no, I'm evolving my game as a boxer first and foremost, not being a money making machine or trying to be like something that the world perceives as the best. And that's why he's one of my favorite as well.
Mm.
Mayweather as well, just because I used to think when I didn't know much about boxing, I still don't know that much about boxing, especially compared to yourself, but Mayweather was someone that I would watch and think he's a bit boring
Mm.
initially. But the more I'm getting into boxing, the more I can watch him and think, damn, he's the most one of the most amazing boxers to watch.
Mm.
Um, just the way he can, it's like he has something inside him where he can analyze your energy levels. He can take it from you, and he knows that by the eighth round, ninth round, you're going to not be the same. And to be able to have that much confidence in what he does and to pull it off every single time is amazing. No one's like that, and he's a very special fighter, very very special.
He's truly
Yeah.
phenomenal. I mean, whether you like him or not, or what he's done or his style, you can only appreciate the greatness. I mean, there's a great video that Andre Berto, who boxed him in his 49th professional fight, which is really his last professional fight. He did box Conor McGregor, but Andre Berto is describing what it's like to be in the ring with him, and just the way he's so aware. Like that, you even have some instances where he will be in the zone, and then some guy in the second row says something, and he just looks and talks to him. Like he's just so aware of everything that's going on, so comfortable. He is a truly fascinating fighter. But